I'm hurt. There's no rush to get the winner. We had time. But it's not all doom and gloom. We're still top of the league.
Nigerian Englishman, first points dropped in the season. I mean, it's a tough place. You hardly ever win at Old Trafford. What are your thoughts on the game?
Oh yeah, now, my people. I'm hurt. I won't lie. We didn't show up like we were supposed to show up today. It was an opportunity missed. People have been saying this Arsenal team have not turned the corner. They haven't played anyone of stature. And this was our first major test. Even though there's no easy game in the Premier League. This is our first big test away from home. And we were naive at the critical moments of this game, and that's what frustrates me, because they were there for the taking, let's be honest.
I mean, you had all the possession in the game. You were basically dominating the game from the first whistle to the last whistle. They just had a few counter attacks. Do you think your line was too high? Do you think Arteta kind of, what's the word? He went all in too early?
Yeah, so for me, the critical moment was when we were 1-1. That was the time where you realize that we have plenty of time. There's no rush to get the winner. We had time. Take 10 minutes, feel out the game, keep playing at the same tempo that you were playing, maybe nick a goal, but then really go for it in the final 10. And then you would have been less exposed because maybe they'd be going for it as well. Do you get? But we missed the opportunity. We played a very high line. We got caught out of possession, and then we were chasing the game. Once we were chasing the game, Arteta made some crazy changes, which was kind of gung-ho. At that point, it was like, just throw the kitchen sink at it. Like, it's either we're going to lose, we'll lose big or get back in the game. And I'm not against him for that, but naive management today, but it's not all doom and gloom. We're still top of the league.
First few minutes of Vieira in your team, he came on. I mean, this was not the perfect game to probably come on it. But what do you think? What are the first glimpses of him?
To be honest, he had some nice moments, good touches. I mean, for your debut to be playing at Old Trafford when your team are two goals down and you're coming on to make a difference. I don't think he had that many touches of the ball, but what I saw of him gets me excited that, I'd like to see him for like a 90-minute game because he had some nice movements. So let's see some big progress for him for this season. Let's see though.
A lot of people are worried about your midfield with Partey and Antony out. What do you think of Lokonga today?
Lokonga, his best game in an Arsenal shirt, without doubt. He wasn't pressured. He didn't look out of place at all. He dominated the midfield. Let's be honest. Look at his possessions.
He was strong in possession.
His decision-making, his passing, everything. I mean, Zinchenko put him in a difficult part, which led to the second goal. I blame Zinchenko more than I do Sambi, but he had a hell of a game today. And I hope he pushes on now, because he's a hell of a player, but I just think he was managed wrong last season. But we move.
Saka was your best player last season. He has started this season a bit shaky.
Yeah.
What do you think of Saka so far?
Prior to this game, I don't think he was playing his best, but he still got a lot of goal involvements regardless of that. But today is probably his best game for us this season. He's still looking a little bit rusty, still making some poor decisions, but he got the goal. He looked dangerous. He had Malacia on toast, let's be honest today, but some poor decisions, didn't follow through in attacks on goal. But I see his momentum going, and I'm looking at this team really ready to right the wrongs of Old Trafford as soon as possible.
Saka, what was I going to say about Saka? Saka, as you said, he has a lot of goal involvements and things like that, but he's a young player. And do you think he's playing too many games? Do you think maybe you need to give him a rest, maybe take him out of the limelight for a few games, or you think you just keep going? Because he's a young player and he's playing a lot of minutes.
Personally, I see him getting rested for the Europa League, so that'll give him some breathing space, but he'll probably start the next Premier League game. I think our naivety towards the back end of the transfer window, not getting a winger, not getting a CM.
I mean, you tried.
Yeah, but we had plenty of time to get it done and we didn't. So we're putting a lot of pressure on the likes of Fabio Vieira or Marquinhos to come in and maybe do a job. But I guess those players are coming into the world of the unknown. I would love to give Saka 2 weeks off. I would love to, because I think mentally, more than physically, he's drained.
Yeah, that's what and he's a young player also.
But because of the lack of backup, I don't know if he'll do it. I would like it though.
First points dropped of the season, still top of the league. Old Trafford is a very difficult place to go. But I mean, Arsenal looking good. So yeah, man. Thanks, man. Cheers.
Thanks for watching Tunnel TV content on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and also check out our other content if you really love our videos. Thank you for watching Tunnel TV. Powered by Avant-Garde.